independence celebration to all Nigerians listening this Friday morning. Welcome on board. This is where we get to take headlines from the dailies. We analyze the headlines and we also take your contributions later on. 32 FM 94.9. My name is Bimisola Shuyemi.
All right, top of the morning to you, listener there. It's the Independence Day special, and it's 32 FM 94.9. Happy New Month. Happy celebrations, Nigeria. My name is Chike Ubogo.
All right, I have on me Premium Times newspaper, and I have The Guardian. And, of course, we take headlines from these dailies. I'll start with Premium Times. The screaming headline says, special report, since independence, Nigeria's GDP growth highest under two military juntas, that's Obasanjo presidency. And gunmen attack police facility in Anambra 2 days after Akuili's murder. Teachers to enjoy new salary structure from January. Federal government. How Nigerians can live in peace with bandits. Gumi. Super Tucano aircraft alone can't fight insecurity. Air Chief. Also from here, Independence Anniversary. Buhari to address Nigerians Friday, which is today. Can seeks justice for pastor murdered in Kano. 2021 budget. Reps probe alleged diversion of funds by MDAs. 2,000 bandits informants arrested in Zamfara. Government. Appeal court joins Lagos in VAT collection legal tussle. Governor quick to present 5 million naira to BB Niger winner but won't keep promises to best teachers. Why we are establishing naval base in Kano. That's from a Navy chief. Ethiopia expels 7 United Nations officials over allegations of meddling. Let's see a few more. Nigeria Stock Exchange plans IPO rules review to attract tech unicorns. Why road accidents increase in Ember months, FRSC. And also identity theft won't work in Anambra. INEC tells political parties. Those are headlines from Premium Times.
All right, from the Punch newspaper this morning. Bold headline, VIPs, National Assembly member funding Igboho Kano, says Buhari, with the riders vows to arrest, prosecute those inciting violence in words, actions. Last 18 months, most difficult in Nigeria's history, declares President Buhari. I have here declaring bandits terrorists, reps, ACF, CNG, back Senate, 27 abducted in Sokoto fresh raid. Riders here, bandits kill, kidnap, rape students. Qualify as terrorists, says ACF. Nigeria spent 445 billion naira on debt servicing. In the second quarter, debts hit 35 trillion naira. This is coming from the DMO. And we have this one here. CBN shifts e-naira launch, says no cause for alarm. As Buhari has approved teachers' new salary structure, starts January. This coming from the federal government. We have this story here. Defend your land. Bishop tells Southern Kaduna 38 victims buried. Femi Adesina's impersonator jailed 28 years, loses houses and others. Foreign trips. NMPC petitions assembly, demands Abiodun deputies impeachment. Governor returns. 2 killed as police kidnappers clash in Lagos forest. Anambra killings continue. 6 cops. Driver killed. Police station burnt in Anambra State. We have troops kill over 394 bandits, 85 terrorists in 3 weeks. That's from the DHQ. COVID-19 crashed airports revenue to 3%. This is from FAAN. These are some of the headlines from the Punch newspaper this morning.
I'll move on to The Guardian. Secondus Oyinlola Jegede out as PDP zones chairmanship to North. All right, listen to this one. Okowa signs anti-open grazing bill into law. Also from The Guardian newspaper, Nigeria at 61, don't despair over current challenges, Buhari tells Nigerians. And this one says Nigerian troops neutralize 85 terrorists. Also from The Guardian newspaper, Etebo out of Cameroon 2022 Nations Cup as Roy names 22 for CAR. That's the Central African Republic match. Also, Prison Fellowship decries 10 million out of school children in Nigeria. Tension in Southeast as nation marks independence anniversary. Abiodun signs anti-open grazing bill into law, gives herders 6 months ultimatum. A tribunal fixes date to rule on tax dispute as multi-choice faults FIRS figures. Federal government denies plan to enforce vaccine passport in December. Nigeria misses out as 15 African nations hit 10% COVID-19 vaccination target. Also, this is not where we ought to be, says Ladoja. Intrigues as factions scramble for Lagos APC chair. Also, from Vanguard, let's see, from The Guardian, I beg your pardon. Court okays e-Naira rollout as CBN postpones launch. 140 million Nigerians yet to get NIN as teething challenges remain. Federal government to prosecute saboteurs of IPPRS implementation. And also, let's see some more. Okay, let me take this one from the sports side of Guardian newspaper. Obasanjo leads top dignitaries to Ajunwa's 6 billion naira sports development launch, and CBN affirms commitment to sports development as SEC wins AFIFC. Okay, those are all headlines from the Guardian newspaper.
All right, bold headline from the Nation newspaper. High-profile persons behind Igboho Kanu, says Buhari. As federal lawmaker, a secessionist sponsor, we are pursuing them vigorously. This coming from the president. High number of surrendering insurgents worrisome. High number of surrendering insurgents worrisome. VAT, Court of Appeal gives nod to Lagos. States join Rivers in suit. Okay, we have this one here. Burial for mob lynch cop today as policemen killed in Anambra. Police burst kidnap den in Ikorodu as governors bemoan Akoili's killing. We'll be joined by Ostini Dumo shortly, where he'll be doing some analysis this morning, doing justice to some of these headlines. Remember, it's still the Break of Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. Have you followed us on our social media platforms? On Facebook and on YouTube, we are live. It's at 32 FM 949 Ibadan. 32 FM 949 Ibadan. I am Chike Ubogo.
And I'm Bemisola Shuyemi. All right, just before we start with the analysis this morning, let's observe this break. When we come back, Austin Idumo will join us for the analysis.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà kọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́ ó ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
The next family to perform is the Johnson's family. I'm breaking all limits. I turn challenges into opportunities.
Biovit Vitamin B Complex is an ideal daily supplement for the family. Manufactured with vitamin B1, B2, and B6. BioVit supports development of the infant and helps boost energy for pregnant women. For a healthier and happier family, take BioVit.
BioVit Vitamin B Complex. Strength for active family. Produced by Daily Need Industries. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Indomie welcomes you back to school. Have a session filled with lots of fun and excitement. Stay safe, stay healthy. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
By popular demand, registration for Canada Permanent Visa Program has been extended till 5th of October 2021.
Canada will issue over 1.2 million permanent visas between 2021 and 2023. Canada has incredible natural resources, most especially mineral resources, but less than 15% of those massive resources have been exploited. Reason? Canada's population is very small, less than 40 million compared to USA's 350 million and China's 1.6 billion, and these are countries with smaller land area than Canada. There are well over 60 immigration programs to choose from. Let Jonathan King Limited take you through the simple process and relocate to Canada with members of your family. So take advantage and obtain your own form at Jonathan King Limited, 1st and 6th floors, Cocoa House, Ibadan, CMS Bookshop, Folagbade Street, beside the Cathedral of Our Savior, Ijebu-Ode.
Remember, before 5th of October 2021, there is no further extension.
Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneton cleanser ni.
Jámi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneton cleanser. Egbòogi àtẹ́jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò. Kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneton cleanser. Egbòogi àtẹ́jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà ti gbàlódé. NAFDAC Fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneton cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street, Aláàfin Avenue, Olúyọ̀lé Estate, Ring Road, Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533 fún títà àti rírà. Ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser. Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ń ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
Welcome back from that break. 32 FM 94.9, and of course it's the Breakador newspaper review. We took some headlines earlier, and right about now it's time for us to go into the analysis of some of those headlines, and we're joined by Austin Idumo, who will take charge of the analysis this morning. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, baby.
All right, it's nice to have you join us, and happy Independence.
Good morning.
Good morning, Austin. Happy Independence Day.
Thank you.
So we expect
Nigeria 61 today.
Yes, we expect to listen to a broadcast by the president at 7 o'clock this morning. What are the expectations from this speech?
Of course, it's not going to be something very different from what the president has always said to the nation. Maybe the president will also use this occasion to re-emphasize the fact that we really have to be together as a country, that there's no need to secede from Nigeria, that our unity is non-negotiable. It will also probably look at some areas where the government feel they have been able to deliver as far as the people in terms of development is concerned in the country. But for an average Nigeria, they will rightly tell you that there's nothing really to celebrate. Of course, I say, irrespective of the setback, the challenges we find ourselves, we still have to just give all the glory to God that we are still together as a country. Some nations of the world never experienced up to 1/10 of what we have passed through, and they are divided already. So it's also a time of sober reflection. We want the president, who is the head of the government, to look at areas where the plight, the suffering of the people can be ameliorated, because it has been like annual ritual where Independence Day will come. Governors, political office holder in the country, they will sue for peace, they will sue for sacrifice to make Nigeria great. Some of this ruling class, they are not actually making the sacrifice. It is always the people that makes the sacrifice. Some of them who are in government, their lifestyle hasn't changed. When they said we were having money as a country, their lifestyle has not changed from now that they have said that we don't have money. So the president will address the nation. Let's not be too preemptive. Let's look at what the president will say. At least in a matter of an hour from now, the president will have been done with his address to the nation. But the truth of the matter is that we can't continue like this economically, security-wise, in the journey to our nationhood. We can't continue like this because the structure and the entity called Nigeria is not sustainable. Something urgently has to be done to make Nigeria great again. Of course, I believe that Nigeria will be great someday.
All right, Austin, quickly, before we go to the headlines. Nigeria, 61 years, the good, the bad, and the ugly. From your own side, how would you see it?
Yes, like I've said earlier, the relatively good side of it, despite all the troubled waters, despite the crisis that we have been bedeviled with, we are still together as a country. The ugly side is that at 61, we can't still take care of ourselves. It's so pathetic, it's so sad. That is why I said, apart from an occasion to celebrate or to commemorate by the government, it's a period of sober reflection. At 61, Nigeria have gradually become a country where debt is so cheap. At 61, around 1980, for example, look at the value of our economy. Nigerians slipped into poverty nation. We became poor officially. We became enlisted into poor countries officially, I think, in 1989. Look at the level to which we have moved. From 1989 to now, we have moved geometrically on the ladder to the extent that we have now overtaken the entire world as far as poverty is concerned. Right from 1989 to date, a lot of Nigerians slipped into poverty. Meanwhile, countries like India, like China, between 1989 and now, they've moved millions of their people out of poverty. So at 61, relatively in life application, a man that is 61 years should have been a grandfather. A woman that is 61 years, all things be equal, could have been a grandmother. But we are 61 already as a country. It looks as if nothing is practically working. It looks as if we are not moving forward. We are only revolving in a cycle. We are only giant of Africa on paper. Before now, when you hear news of people that are dead, you'll be scared. You'll be frightened. But today, people death is just like normal thing in the country. We don't even call for a minute silence again. Because if we want to start calling for a minute silence, we might even be silent for the next 24 hours. So death is so cheap in Nigeria today. People are dying. People are losing their job. The man is taken away in Nigeria on a daily basis. I wish the federal government can put all of this together, work on them. At least if you cannot deliver all to Nigeria, I don't think anybody reserves the right to go hungry or to sleep hungry in Nigeria today because of the available human and natural resources that we have in the country. We have too many idle people in the country, and a country that has larger percentage of its youth population idle is waiting to explode. It's like a time bomb. It's like a keg of gunpowder that can explode at any time. Did we even learn anything from the EndSARS protest? I doubt it, because the attitude, the lifestyle of those in government has not really changed. I think the government need to prioritize welfare, prioritize job opportunity, engagement of the youth, so as to be able to move the country forward. Like I said earlier, I believe in the greatness of Nigeria. I am a pan-Nigeria. I believe so much that Nigeria will rise again. Nigeria has risen before. We are falling as we speak right now. And I'm optimistic very clearly that we are most likely going to rise again. And it's going to be in our lifetime.
Now, there's a special report in Premium Times, and it says, since independence, Nigeria's GDP growth highest under 2 military juntas, Obasanjo presidency. Now, the report here, according to the data from World Bank, shows that the president, who was toppled after only 20 months in power, proceeded to oversee the highest growth rate ever in the country's gross domestic product. Now, the GDP growth rate was negative at minus 10.92% when he seized power. But as of the time he was removed, it was 5.91%. That was 16.83 percentage point increase. The Buhari of then, I think that was part of the reason some people thought him worthy to be voted in 2015. Now, the Buhari of then and the Buhari of now, what do you think has changed?
Yes, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Age too has changed. Don't forget, when the president came into power, he said it clearly. He said he wished he had become president much earlier. He started the journey as under the civil administration in 2003, but not until 2015. After some alliance, he was able to become the president of Nigeria. A lot has really changed. The age has changed. The dynamics has also changed. This is a civil administration. Don't forget, under the military era, they ruled mostly by decree. There was nothing like National Assembly. Their own highest decision-making body at that time was the Supreme Military Council. So whatever you want at that time, you could actually decree and you get some of these things done. Don't also forget, a lot of people will tell you that the Buhari administration was not just the Buhari effort alone, that it was Buhari / Idiagbon that was in power at that time. And if you look at all the military head of state in Nigeria, I think it is that of Buhari administration that you have a combination of Buhari / Idiagbon. You have IBB administration. You hardly at that time, or even till now, can remember, except you have to quickly Google it before you remember the deputy of IBB, for example, before you remember the deputy of Asani Abacha, for example. So a lot has really changed. Some people have also said that because of the dynamics in change of government, it is no longer military era, and the Idiagbon factor that also worked at that particular point in time. So a lot has actually changed. Of course, the president is advanced in age now. A lot of people use that as a form of weakness to be able to capitalize and take over the structure of governance. Even when things are wrong, the president takes time now to react to it. Don't also forget, too, at a particular point in time, the president was sick cumulatively for over 3 months outside the country. So these are challenges, these are setbacks as far as delivery of Mr. President is concerned. But a lot of people will also tell you that age is not really a factor. If you are good, you are good. That's just it. Of course, age could slow down your pace. But let me look at it from the level of an average student. For example, if you are an average student, which means that you have the capacity to score 50% in all the courses. So these are what we are looking at. The GDP growth, don't also forget, does not actually translate to a better life for the people. As we speak now, Gbemi and GK, we are growing relatively and steadily in terms of GDP. GDP itself is a measurement of all the activity within the economy, critical sector of the economy. GDP in itself does not put money directly in the pockets of the people.
Right.
The government had to create an enabling environment to make GDP to put food on the table of people. So some people will also disagree this morning and say, oh, that GDP grew under President Muhammadu Buhari at that time, or head of state Muhammadu Buhari at that time, there are a lot of challenges. We have been getting to see pictures, like the consumer protection kick against indiscipline that was prevalent at that particular point in time. You can't replicate that today.
Okay.
You have not been able to create an enabling environment, and you are talking about consumer protection. That is why the National Assembly, I think, during the course of the week, wanted to move a motion to regulate the prices of food prices. And I say, how do you achieve that when people have abandoned their farm, when people cannot go to their farm, people cannot sleep with their 2 eyes closed? If you travel from Benue to Ibadan today, you spend a lot on the road. That is if you come back alive.
Okay.
So these are the issue.
All right. Thank you, Austin.
All right. Moving straight to the headlines, Austin. Thank you for those thoughts there. VIPs, National Assembly members funding Igboho, Kanu, says Buhari with the riders vow to arrest, prosecute those inciting violence in words and actions. And last 18 months, most difficult in Nigeria's history, declares President Muhammadu Buhari. Now, very, 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 very direct accusation there. How true can this be?
Yes, first of all, the president said the last 18 months have been most challenging in the life of the country. Absolutely, I agree with him. I should be the one talking about this lamentation. We voted him into power to change the scenario. Of course, he has executive power. He has presidential power. He's the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. He should use his good office to change the plight of Nigerians, to make things work better, address the issue of insecurity. These are not rocket science. You don't need a Jupiter. I'm particularly delighted that now the federal government is trying to pinpoint the backers, the sponsors of Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu. It's a welcome development. Arrest this individual, charge them to court, do thorough investigation. If they are guilty before the court of law, let the court of justice have its way. After all, Igboho had to go to court to press for his charges against the federal government, the Attorney General of the Federation, the DSS, the manner in which his premises was invaded at the wee hour of the night. Of course, the judiciary has ruled. The case is at the appeal now. The judiciary has ruled to say that no, this is what you have done. What you have done to Sunday Igboho was a kind of aggravated damages, and they awarded costs against the federal government. Now, my major issue now is that when are we going to also get sponsors of Boko Haram, sponsors of kidnappers, sponsors of terrorists, sponsors of bandits? When are we going to get the list ready? When are we going to arrest them? A crime that lingers for so long suggests that there are certain people who are backing, profiteering, and benefiting from it. So it is not just enough on the occasion of our independence where the president should galvanize support, carry everybody along, preach about unity, preach about how to make lives of Nigerians better. And you are having a very sensational comment that, does it mean that Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, they are the only criminal element that we have in Nigeria, quote and unquote? These people have been behind bars for some months now. As the security situation in Nigeria totally solved, these are the issue. There are some people who now develop capacity to shoot down an Alpha jet. When are we going to get their sponsors? When are we going to deal ruthlessly with them? The other time, Malami talked about looters list in New York. He talks about looters list. They asked him to produce the list. He said they cannot produce like that. They are doing investigation. Why can't you be diplomatic? Wait until after thorough investigation is concluded before you make mention of it. The other time, the United Arab Emirates even helped us to list some 5 names that are sponsoring and funding terrorism in Nigeria. Nothing has been done as we speak now. And we still have them in the government and right here in the country. Nothing has been done. it was a slight on us as a country that the other time we had to wait for the UAE to help us list names. Of course, the federal government said they are working on some 400 names. When are you going to release the name? Some people said it's counterproductive. The handlers of Mr. President, they came out and said that releasing name is not as important as the way the federal government is dealing with the bandit. But on the issue of Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, we can release them, we can threaten to sanction this individual. That is why we are saying that we have never been this divided before. We need, going forward, we need a president that will be a rallying force, a president that will see every section of the country as their constituency, an attorney general of the federation that will be the chief law officer of the country, not the chief law officer of where you come from. The attorney general of the federation is not supposed to be a spokesperson for a section of the country.
So
He's
Austin,
supposed to be a spokesperson for the government as far as the interpretation of the law is concerned.
so the federal government should, I think the summary of it all is the federal government should get its priorities right.
Yeah, the federal government should get its priority right. I'm not saying that Sunday Igboho have not committed some infractions. Sunday Igboho sometimes ago said there will not be election. Between you and I, you know that when you say there will not be election, you don't use the word of mouth to achieve that. You need some level of coercion, force, and violence to be able to achieve that. Of course, Nnamdi Kanu has made statement that suggests that, it's also funding some violence in the southeastern part of the country. I'm not saying that if they have any issue to, any case to answer, they should not be brought to justice. But the idea of selecting just these two out of the whole crisis that we have in the country, pinpointing them and say, this is our major priority, this is our major problem.
Okay.
Abba, the federal government is fueling our dichotomy in the country, and it is seriously uncalled for.
Okay, now still on insecurity, how Nigerians can live in peace with bandits. Gumi, controversial Islamic cleric Ahmed Gumi has advised people in the terrorized northwest of Nigeria on how they can live in peace with the armed bandits occupying their forests. Gumi said people can develop mutual relationship with the bandits without being armed. He said, my interactions with the bandits have been easy because I always go through the door. He was quoted as saying this while delivering a lecture in Zaria, the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. He said, I go through the door and not the window. If you go through the door, you will go in and come back safely. And he said, if people listen to the bandits, they would become amenable to abandoning their violent ways. How much of power does Gumi have?
Yes, I think saying them again, some of these things, they are baseless and needless as far as I'm concerned. What do I mean? As in talking about why women should still be out there, still making comment as far as banditry in Nigeria is concerned. By now, he ought to have been arrested. Not arresting him and putting him in jail, but he need to tell the government of Nigeria, he need to tell the security operative the amount of available information at his disposal. But this has not been done. At times, some people will grant interview. The DSS will invite them for briefing. Now we see Gumi making exclamatory statement, divisive statement that sometimes even indict the Nigerian government, and nothing is being done unto him. When the federal government reluctantly made up his mind to bombard and unleash mayhem on bandits, especially in Zamfara recently, Gumi had to come out to start sympathizing with. Now he has brought a solution that what we need to do is to beg these bandits to romance them so that we will live in peace with them. I tell Gumi this morning, this is already happening in the northern part of the country. In Katsina, for example, in some community, they have, before this Gumi's advice, on their own, voluntarily and willingly, accepted the bandits, negotiated with them, allow us to go to our farm, and we'll pay certain amount of money in terms of taxes to you. And this is all happening in a country where we have a government. How can that be? Nigeria is not a banana republic, for example. We are gradually becoming a type of country that anything goes. People do things and get away with it. So for me, let us look at this issue very critically. When you have to bandits that are blood testing, bandits that have sophisticated weapon, you now enter into alliance with them. At the end of the day, it's like live and let's live. That is the solution Bandit Gumi is advocating. Gumi is saying all of this because he has not been arrested by the government. He ought to have been invited by the government. He ought to have been squeezed by the government. And let us know his true position as far as all of this are concerned. Why is he so interested in the issue that affects bandits? Why is he so bandit cautious? These are the things we need to unravel. So, unlike what he just said, it is happening in the northern part of the country. There are communities in the north where resident community, where they pay taxes to bandits, not even Boko Haram, to bandits, to allow them to access their farm with an agreement that, we are not going to take your life, we are not going to destroy your farm. You give us certain amount of money to allow you to access your farm. And once it's harvest, we'll have certain percentage of your harvest to keep our own body so together. It's quite unfortunate that this is coming. Gumi has always made statement and he has gotten away with it.
Okay.
So the federal government really need to watch it.
Okay, Austin, we'll continue with this analysis after this break. Just stay tuned, hang on. Okay, dear listener, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, it's still the Break of Dawn newspaper review where we look at headlines and analyze them concurrently. Stay tuned, don't go away.
Indomie welcomes you back to school. Have a session filled with lots of fun and excitement. Stay safe, stay healthy. Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Bẹ́gbẹ́ pé kó láwùjọ àwọn kòsíkòsí gbogbo ìgbà kó sì máa gbọ́ bùkátà pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn. Ẹgbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited ládùn bá ní ìmọ̀tòṣì tí ń bá ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀la nílànà káràkátà àwọn kò ṣeé mọ̀ ní ojoojúmọ́ bíi herbal food supplement àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lè tó ẹ̀yáwó ọlọ́kan ọ̀jọ̀kan dúró dè ọ́ bó ṣe ń darapọ̀ mẹ́gbẹ́ alájẹsẹ́kù multilevel marketing tí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá sì darapọ̀ mọ́ wa pẹ̀lú owó yín ó máa jèrè tabua lóṣooṣù. Bákan náà ni gbogbo ẹni tó bá dókòwò pẹ̀lú wa láti sin yìí ló máa gbẹ̀bùn fáànù jẹnẹrétọ̀ tẹlifíṣàn àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀. Èyí wà fájọyọ̀ bá ṣe ń pé ọdún kan lóṣù October ọdún tá a wà yìí. Ẹ kàn sí multilevel marketing ní health concern building lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ MRS filling station nítòsí Bishop Phillips Academy Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn. Àtẹ̀kálẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wa ní Stanbic Bank building Niger West area Challenge Ìbàdàn pé 090-5000-4816 090-5000-4816.
By popular demand, registration for Canada Permanent Visa Program has been extended till 5th of October 2021.
Canada will issue over 1.2 million permanent visas between 2021 and 2023. Canada has incredible natural resources, most especially mineral resources, but less than 15% of those massive resources have been exploited. Reason? Canada's population is very small, less than 40 million compared to USA's 350 million and China's 1.6 billion, and these are countries with smaller land area than Canada. There are well over 60 immigration programs to choose from. Let Jonathan King Limited take you through the simple process and relocate to Canada with members of your family. So take advantage and obtain your own form at Jonathan King Limited, 1st and 6th floors, Cocoa House, Ibadan, CMS Bookshop, Folagbade Street, beside the Cathedral of Our Savior, Ijebu-Ode.
Remember, before 5th of October 2021, there is no further extension.
I just want to be alive.
ẹni ọdún báláyé tí ò bá sọdún bá fún lọ́mọ kò ní sànà person wey see new year wey no thank God if you dash am pikin e no fit be better in-law against all odds nínú òfin nínú ọ̀la Nàìjíríà pé 61 o yes ke we are 61 years old àràsà àtẹ́gùn fẹ́ ìjíjà but to the glory of God you and I still dey stand gidigba for Naija therefore we must to celebrate 32 FM mú pé gbogbo yín síbi ayẹyẹ àlùjọ òmìnira Independence Dance Party pẹ̀lú Aláàfin àlùjọ himself Ọ̀túnba Fẹ́mi Fádípẹ̀ Fẹ́mú Lancaster ní ọjọ́ Ẹtì Friday October 1 láti agogo 3 ọ̀sán ní Race Course Amphitheatre Adamasingba, Ibadan. Games, comedy, celebration, then meet and greet with your favorite 32 FM OAPs. We also shell it for that same day. Gate fee, all free, Kodeton free. If you know where your dancing shoes, you know go enter. Ayeye Alujo Minera Independence Dance Party with Femola Caster. Oma Loud Gong.
The next family to perform is the Johnson's family.
I'm breaking all limits.
Now me be my left for this sport.
I turn challenges into opportunities.
Now me go be the next Miss World.
Biovit Vitamin B Complex is an ideal daily supplement for the family. Manufactured with vitamin B1, B2, and B6. Biovit supports development of the infant and helps boost energy for pregnant women. For a healthier and happier family, take Biovit.
Biovit Vitamin B Complex. Strength for active family. Produced by Daily Need Industries. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor.
Welcome you back from that break, and of course we are still analyzing headlines from the dailies on 32FM 94.9. Do not forget you can join us on Facebook and on YouTube. 32FM 949 Ibadan, 32FM 949 Ibadan. We have comments already. We get to read them shortly, but before we go to that, we still have Austin who is doing the analysis. Now there's a report in Premium Times. Appeal Court joins Lagos in VAT collection legal tussle. The Appeal Court, the Court of Appeal in Abuja on Thursday, joined the Lagos State government as a party to the appeal on the value-added tax collection legal battle between the Rivers State government and the Federal Inland Revenue Service. The FRS had appealed the judgment of the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt, which empowered the Rivers State government to collect VAT. Just about 2 days ago, the Oyo State government also requested to be joined in the suit, just like Lagos did. And well, Lagos has been joined in the suit now. Lagos has been asked to be joined in the suit, and Oyo State government has also taken the same step, and we're expecting the Court of Appeal to also say something about that very soon.
Yes, it's a good one that Lagos State government finally has been joined, because like I've always said, every state in the country becomes an interested party as far as the issue of VAT is concerned. So states are joining on the basis of what is actually in it for them. So whatever they want to do, let them do it. Lagos successfully has joined. Let us see how that of Oyo State, for example, how it will fly. Because Oyo State also made some money, some huge amount of money from the issue of VAT in the country. I think Oyo State contributes over 64.6 billion naira per annum to the VAT table. They contribute that, and they also get as the 45.1 billion. That is what they get. So that also makes them very, very interested in it, because at the end of the day, it's going to translate to more revenue for them. But Lagos, Oyo, for example, has not worked on their own tax VAT law. In as much as they are applying for a joinder, let them also work on the tax law, because that would be on the premise that everything will have to work on. So that is particularly coming from the appeal court. The case is still within the Court of Appeal. Let's see the outcome at the end of the day.
All right.
States will have to join across the federation. Any state that feel like joining, but some states are still saying, come and be your brother's keeper. So let's see how it goes at the end of the day.
All right, it's time for you, yes, you listener, to join this conversation. Which one of these stories, which one of these headlines resonates with you this morning? You can join this conversation. It's 070-550-949, 080-970-949. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Adeshu Yamala from UI.
Okay, let's have your thoughts.
Bandits, like that, That's awesome.
Can you kindly move away from your radio set or you turn it down?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. That is done.
Okay.
So bandits have been killing people. They have been hijacking people. They have been doing all sorts of things. And I'm surprised in such a country, people are now begging. People are begging the president to declare people like that terrorists. So unfortunate. And they are calling, that they are still calling, can't they are just joining people now. I'm so surprised they're calling people that to justice for passing our seat in Kano. And all of them to go and join politics now and know that it's power. You need power. You need power to join this thing. This government has the power. That's why the best of today.
All right, thank you for your contribution. Let's see some headlines from headlines from Facebook. You can also try calling 0705 500949 or 0809 7,949. Usman Tohib, Olariwaju Rilwan, and Alaron Jamil, thank you for saying good morning. Omaba Sharon says good morning to Bemi Chike and Austin. And he said it's quite unfortunate that Nigeria at 61 is still searching for peace and unity. Now, my comment this morning is about the new salary structure for teachers as from January 2022. This present administration led by President Buhari should please stop kidding us. The new salary structure for teachers cannot solve the problem of high cost of foodstuff in the market. Thank you. Okay, Frank Arima. Okay, and Olashupo Adebayo rather. Good morning to you too. Adeleke Jerry, good morning. Happy Independence Day. Despite the fact that many things in Nigeria are too costly, security is very bad. Please pray for this nation. All right. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Elijah.
Elijah Zola from Coca-Cola.
Yes.
Yeah, I need a sign of relief when I heard that the committee PDP has zoned the chairmanship of the party to the north, which automatically or invariably means that the president has been zoned to the south. And I'm enjoying them to further narrow it down to southeast. I've been saying this, maybe not this on this forum, but on a similar forum yesterday, someone accused me that I better go and do that in my party. I'm a party member, but I don't have the say. I'm not in the committee. So I can say it on here. Maybe our people that are responsible for that responsibility will do the needful. And I thank God it seems they are now answering the call of Nigerians.
All right, thank you. Thank you. 070550949 Well, responding to Alaji there, the headline says PDP opts for national for Northern chairman may throw open presidential ticket. Well, it has not been zoned according to the last paragraph of that story. The Ugwain-led committee stated that the mandate given to the committee does not include zoning of the offices of the president, vice president, and of the executive and legislative offices of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So let's be guided.
All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Kodawale Kasim from Mukifana.
All right.
Yeah, I think we always see chapalism in everything. The federal government says they will announce the sponsor or they will deal with the sponsor of people and other people. Is there anything wrong with that? Have they not already announced that they have 400 sponsors of Boko Haram? Why do we always see their values, sentiment? Everything about us in this country is ethnicity. Everybody wants to see ethnicity. They kind of want to focus on what is important. What is important is simple. How to elect a good leader.
Hello, caller.
How do I say? Do you?
Hello, caller.
Why a right is coming from north?
Hello, caller.
The right didn't come from the south before you did the right. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling the radio station. Hello, good morning. 070550949 08097,949.
All right, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, David. Good morning, Chike.
Good morning.
Good morning. Nigerians are fed up of all this. There's no way. Please, federal government should please stop kidding us. They should do something. Do the needful. We are talking about the high price in foodstuff, and they are not telling us about the new salary for teacher. How many of what is their
Okay, all right.
It went off from your own end.
Yes,
okay.
Let's see those comments. Abdul Kadir, good morning. It's disappointing how the analyst referred to Sunday Igboho as being a criminal when nothing has been proven against him in the court of law. Was there any point? Austin Idumo referred
Austin,
to...
you need to respond to this.
Yes, was there any point you referred to Sunday Igboho as a criminal?
Of course, our listeners, some of them don't, they listen with a biased mind. What we have just said was that even if there are cases against them, they should be dealt with in accordance with the law. And every other persons in the country who is also linked to one trouble or the other will have to be dealt with. I can't call somebody who has not been proven in the court of law to be a criminal a criminal. You are making us to deviate from the subject matter.
All right.
The crux of the matter is that some people should not be treated like a common criminal while some people are pampered in the country. That's the central message.
Okay. And that person goes further to say that, remember, these people in the government today said a lot of things worse than statements by Sunday Igboho in their protest against the Jonathan administration. Let's see things in the right perspectives, please. Thank you. All right. Adegoke Show, see, until the federal government majors in, face insecurity squarely, nothing will change because they are just pursuing agitators, which will not yield any results. All right, so let's take this call. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from.
Me from Ibadan.
Okay, let's have your thoughts quickly, sir.
You see, this is me from Ibadan.
Okay, go ahead.
I pity Nigeria, and I think God will deliver us. We are still talking of Sunday Igboho. Austin is talking about infraction. Which infraction has Sunday Igboho committed? We are leaving the main issue. The country has turned to another thing like this, and we are carrying on. Can you see what security has turned to? Can you see how they have destroyed the economy, the judiciary, everything, and we are carrying on? Our material, our heroes are being killed every day. We are carrying on, and we are talking about Sunday Igboho. What did Sunday Igboho did? We have lost analysis. We have lost journalism. Instead of all of us to go and bombard the National Assembly to impeach the president and get the right person, we are still talking of Sunday Igboho. May God deliver Nigeria. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for calling. Austin, the last caller said instead of us to gather ourselves together and bombard the National Assembly, and then you ask, no problems, will he come out to lead us? That's the question.
That's the major problem. Some of the people that have always canvassed from this, their children, they are not around. They themselves are not willing to come out.
To take the step.
At the end of the day, they will just tell people to come and gather. That is my grouse against those who claim to be fighting for the country, whose their children, their wives, and every other of their family member, they are in either US or in Canada. You want to fight for a better Nigeria, let all of us come down. Ditto to politicians too. You want to build a better Nigeria, you want to campaign, you want some people to be used as political dogs. Bring all your children, your wives, let all of us be in this country. Right. This again may not solve the problem. Okay. We need to engage, we need to be purposeful. Marching on the street, shutting down the National Assembly may not actually solve the problem.
All right. Okay, let me take this one on Facebook. Ogundijo Latif from is saying, Happy Independence Day. May the flag of our country always fly high and higher as we mark our 61 years Independence Day. Let's take this last call.
Okay, this last call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, we lost that. Okay. I think we can just...
All right, we just have to go.
Yeah.
We have to go. Well, Austin, your final thoughts in 20 seconds.
Yes, tribes and tongue may differ, but in brotherhood we stand. We believe in better Nigeria, and a better Nigeria is evolving. Somehow, someday, it's going to emerge strongly and take our place back in the community of nations. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you for featuring on the Break at Dawn newspaper review this morning, Austin Idumo.
Thank you for having me.
All right. My name is Chike Obogu. I wish you a very positive month ahead. Happy Independence Day. and have a nice day.
And from me, Bimisola Shoyemi, good morning once again and happy Independence celebration.
A mix of Hollywood's hottest names and some vintage adrenaline action are coming your way this month. Get ready to stay locked in your seats with 2 new pop-up channels from Mnet. Don't miss Lethal Legends pop-up channel on the